In this section of the tutorial, we're going to talk about placing parked orders, or better known as time release orders, or you can even use these as market on open or market on close orders. As we've discussed, there are several ways to enter orders into this platform. Your screen may not look exactly like my screen. It depends on whether or not you're using one of our custom templates. This is the DT view, or you might have customized it, or you might have built one from scratch, and that's okay too. As a reminder, there are some pages that were built by the developers that you can access up here. If you don't have access to the DT layouts that we've created for our clients, send me an email and I'll send you a link so that you can upload it into your demo platform or your real platform, assuming you're trading with us. Within the order entry ticket, which we have linked to our quote board, I'm going to load an S&P order. Let's say that I do not want to buy or sell the S&P now. I want to do it at a later time in the day, or maybe even a later day. I can do that using the parked feature. If I click on this drop-down menu, I have several selections to choose from: park and activate in 5 minutes, so on and so forth. I would assume that most of our clients aren't interested in parking an order for 5 or 10 minutes. If they're going to park an order, it's probably because maybe the market is closed right now and they want this order to execute on the reopen tonight, or perhaps they want to do a market on close order. So they want to buy or sell the E-mini S&P, but not now, near the close. You can do that by clicking Park Custom, and you can choose between in or at. So if I wanted to do in a certain time increment, I could do that, but I prefer at because I have more control. And if I click on the time bar, a custom menu will pop up and I can select the day and time. If I wanted an order to execute on Monday, I could choose Monday and fill out the information below. Let's do a market on close order. I'm on the West Coast, it's Pacific time zone. The markets here, or the futures markets, specifically the E-mini S&P, closes at 2 p.m. my time. So if I want the order to execute on the close, what I would do is I would choose today's date, which happens to be the 6th of February, and I'm going to toggle the hour to 1. Now, you might be tempted to set this to execute at 2 p.m., which is exactly when the market closes, but I don't have that much faith in the system. If it's a second late, your order is going to get rejected. So the market's generally not moving that much at the end of the day. A market on close orders back in the day when we were dealing with open outcry, not electronic markets, market on close orders were executed in the last 3 minutes of the day. So don't try to get too precise. I'm going to set it at 1:57 and I'll just leave the seconds there, p.m. So this is going to send the order to be executed at 1:57 and 51 seconds today. I'm going to click OK, verify the information, click OK again. And you'll see that this bar is now orange. And if I put my cursor over that, it will tell me that this parked order mode will be activated at the time that I chose, 1:57:51 p.m. And it also gives me a little hint that that's in 2 hours, which hopefully will prevent us from making stupid mistakes. Now, I could name a price if I wanted to, but that doesn't really make any sense because I don't know, I can't see the future. I don't know what the market's going to be trading at 1:57 and 51 seconds. But I do know if I want to be short on the close, I can choose sell one at the market. And it allows me to confirm I'm selling one at the market. This is a March E-mini S&P. And it is executed based on my park order instructions. And I'm going to hit place order. This order will not be visible in the working orders. It will be visible in the tab for all orders, and I can also go to a parked orders tab. I don't think that's necessarily that crucial. I like to look at the orders tab that lists all the orders that are working, and you can clearly see that this order is parked. And if I expand it a little bit, it'll give me all the details. Parked until 1:57:51. So that order is going to be executed as a sell order on the close. I can do the same thing if I want to buy it back on the reopen. Nobody in their right mind would want to do that. But if we did want to do that, we could just click buy. We can adjust our custom park. And instead of 1:57, I'm going to make it 3 o'clock, 3:01. Let's do 3:01 just to make sure. Again, if you did it exactly at 3 o'clock, and again, I'm on the West Coast, it's Pacific time. If I did it exactly at 3 o'clock, there's a chance that this order gets sent by the platform and rejected by the exchange because we might be a couple seconds too early. I wouldn't worry about that. If you want the order to be executed, place it at 3:01 or 3 hours and 30 seconds and let it fly. So I have changed, whoops, if you notice it says elapsed, which means I made a mistake in my customization. I have it at AM instead of PM. That's obviously a mistake. And it did notify me of that, but don't trust the system to notify you. Make sure you verify everything. So there we go. Let's try this again. Okay, now it tells me in 3 hours, and that is correct. In 3 hours, the market reopens, and I'd like to buy one S&P on the reopen, and I can see that here. So I'm selling one on the close, I'm buying it back on the open. There are some situations in which the market is closed when you are trying to go through charts and do your analyzation and figure out what you want to do. And if that's the case, let's say it's a Saturday and you're logged into the platform, most markets aren't going to accept your order. The servers might be down, who knows? The exchange servers are most likely down. And so what you're going to want to do is customize your parked order. And we could say on Sunday evening, I would like this order to be placed. You can see the date shifted. I'm now going to be placing an order on Sunday evening for the reopen. And for this one, I might actually want to place a limit order. So let's say I want to buy it on Sunday if it gets down to my price. I'm going to put 6,000. Good till canceled. And again, we're going to buy one S&P at 6,000, good till canceled. I'm parking it because it's Saturday morning. The markets just simply aren't open, and I'd like it to be placed when the markets reopen or right before. So this was from the main order entry ticket that we have embedded into our customized or pre-built workspace. But if you're someone that trades from the quote board, you could do the same thing. If I click on NASDAQ, obviously my chart's going to load, my ticket loads. But I can also use these buttons. If I click buy, I can do the same sequence as far as parked orders. And you can see, because I set a parked order prior, it saves those settings. So this is quite handy if you're someone that does market on open or market on close orders, or markets that open and close in the traditional times, like the E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold. These wouldn't work for the grains. The grains you'd have to have customized times because those markets are different. But this is quite convenient if you're looking to do that. So that's how you enter timed orders.